Good day, everyone. It's been a while. I've missed you all. Wow, what a time we're going through, huh? That's why I'm out here just relaxing and soaking it all in, trying to recharge. You know, this has been one heck of a energy harvesting year, hasn't it? Now we're seeing rioting and we're seeing the police brutality has never went away. It's always been there. It's just we're seeing it. We're catching it on camera. We've turned the tables on Big Brother, and now we are big brothers and sisters. We're watching you guys now, huh? And we're seeing it all. We're seeing it all happen. We're seeing it all happen, and nature stays consistent. Nature stays consistent through it all. And that's where we need to get to and recharge and focus and get our strength, because that's what we need to do. We need to remain with our authenticity, our consistency through this madness, because you're going to see a lot of things that are real truth, and you're going to see things that are fabricated. Because remember, with the word synchronicities in our televisions and radios repeating back to us, I haven't really decided what I think is causing that to happen, but for me, it's like, if you can see how well the synchronicities happen to you with the programming, there's glitches in it, and that is reminding me that it is a program, basically. One of the things that I get out of this whole word synchronicity stuff is that there are scripts and programs running, and there are glitches in it because it wants you to know it. And what is it? Who is it? I don't know. I always get the feeling that it's our guides and our ancestors, even ourselves, our higher self, reminding us that this is just a program of some sort. And I think it's great that people are waking up. They've had enough. They're fed up. They're like, this is it. We're done. You know, we're not having this anymore. We're not taking this anymore. This is it. How I think we can beat it is just a reminder that we need to remove ourselves from this matrix, from this. There are things here set in place, I know, I get it, that are here to teach us on our journey. The ultimate goal, I don't know what. Is it where we just all gather and we sit around and drink cocktails all day and talk about all of the lessons that we've learned and we don't learn anything else? Or is it an ever-expanding, always learning process that we never stop and get rest? I don't know what lies ahead, but I do know that there are things set here in place, but I also think that there are rules that are set by whatever this game is, and there are people or things, entities that are breaking it right now because they want total power and control. And I don't think we were ever meant to be controlled or overpowered. I don't know, people, but I think it's freaking great that everybody's seeing it. Even those relatives of yours that drive you nuts on social media, loving, and supporting politicians and supporting, the police. And let me give you a little insight on how I feel about this police stuff. Okay. Let me tell you something. I watched the George Floyd video. I didn't want to, but I knew that I had to, because I knew that my brothers and sisters on this realm, on this earth, planet, whatever you want to call it, plane of existence, witnessed something and had them in uproar. And I had to watch it. I had to be witness of it. I had to know what was causing all of this pain. And I watched it, and I cried. I mean, of course you're gonna cry. You're witnessing someone die at the hands of others who have are soulless. You can see in their eyes they're soulless. If they had a soul, they lost it at one point. I've had people, it's no secret that one of the reasons why I started this channel was because of the loss of my mother. And my mother passed away. She suffered with a very hard illness, very debilitating, very painful way to go, okay? And she, during that time, there were time periods where she would call out to her mother, and her mother passed away a few years before her. Her mother wasn't there to comfort her. And to hear someone cry out to their mother, I know I have. There's been times where I've been very hurt or sick and I've cried out to my mom who's not here. And when I heard him cry out to his mother, I just was hurt so bad. And I thought, how dare those other people that are supposed to be protecting and serving us hear this man call out to his mother saying he cannot breathe. He's releasing bodily fluids, which is a sign that he's dying, close to death. And they continue to do this to this man. So for all of the cop sympathizers out there, I got a question for you, okay? You've got this quality immunity that they get, these police officers. Why don't they use that? And this oath that they've protected, that they've made to protect and serve the public. They don't protect and serve the public. They protect and serve their corporate masters. So it should not come to no surprise. Use your quality immunity, good cops. Gather up the bad cops. Set an example for your brothers and sisters on this realm, in this world, that you will not tolerate it anymore. It will not be tolerated. If I had a coworker who did shit like that, I wouldn't tolerate it. I'd hold them accountable, or I'd quit. And I'd promise and vow to make things better. As for the looting and the rioting, there's paid provocateurs. We've already seen videos of these people dressed in, fatigues or undercover. They're up to no good. They're paid by the state or the government to go in and start fires and break things to make the peaceful protesters look bad. We know that happens. We know that happens. For the looting, this country that you're in right now, if you're in the United States listening to this, and other countries as well, we're stolen land. Stolen land. We're sick and tired of the lies, the television, the programming on your television, the programming in your schools. We're sick and tired of it. We're tired of listening to his story, okay? We want to hear the truth, okay? And we're sick of it. We're tired of it. There's no excuse for it. You can say what you want. You can keep trying to defend and honor people that don't care about you. But there are so many people waking up because we have to. There's no other choice. We have to wake up. Think of what a lot of people have talked about, what I've talked about with frequency. With frequency. Sorry for the interruption. I had a phone call, but I'll get back. I want to start where I left off, and then I'll get into a discussion about the phone call that I just had, because it actually pertains to what I'm talking about. But what I was saying is, think of like frequency and vibration that we talk about. I should move my camera down to see all of these little robins hanging out. They just listen. They're so cute. Like they just they have no fear at times. Robins, really, just watch them next time you're out in nature. Watch robins. Like they're very inquisitive and they love to hear, and I know they're probably looking for bugs too and worms, but like they just are very inquisitive with humans. I can tell that. Let me get back on topic. Gaia, Mother Earth, a plane of existence, the simulation ground zero, whatever you want to call this place, because I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's flat, round, I don't give a shit. I don't know. I just know that I'm here. Has a vibration and frequency, and they've tried to change our vibration frequency. These we'll call them the cabal, call them the archons, call them whatever. This is their job, is to kind of stir shit up here. Well, they're really stirring shit up here. That's their job, I think, to a degree, but I also think that they have an agenda of their own, and it's gotten out of control, and they've tried to change the frequency here. The frequency was set. And if you look at Gaia, if you look at Mother Earth, if you look at how large, expansive, as this huge living organism with all of nature connecting, all of these trees and the roots that connect from miles and miles and span forever, you can't control that. You just can't. Sorry, good luck trying. You're not going to. You change the frequency here, it'll get changed back. And that's what's going on. And that is what's going on. And it's funny to me because all of these people that hold on to these politicians and political views, and they want to argue with you and make excuses up for the insanity and the sociopaths that this frequencies that it's been changed to has been producing. Not anymore. This isn't happening. You're gonna have, just like you, when you change your vibration and you start eating healthy and you start exercising and you start feeling good and you start being more mindful and conscious of the products that you buy and the people that you hang around and the foods that you eat and the activities that you do, those people that were toxic in your life just fall off like you got a flea bath and those fleas are falling off. That's kind of how I see it. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're either going to have to change your way and quit being a little parasite and be good. Get back to nature, get back to what you're supposed to be doing here on this planet, plane of existence, whatever you want to refer to. You're going to have to vibrate to hang on. That's just what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to be good. You're going to have to do what you're meant to do. And I always tell people this, that ask me, they're like, I don't know what my purpose is. Like, how do you know what your purpose is? And do I even have a purpose? You do. Take a look at these. Take a look at the trees and what they produce for us and what they need from us. If you don't even know, if you can't get it, nature will tell you you have a purpose. Sit down and look around here and just see what their purpose is. Every living thing here has a purpose. And you can say, well, mine's not as great as of a purpose as if you weren't here, it would mess it all up. It would mess the whole cycle up. You are meant to be here. For what minuscule thing you think you give to this place, it's important. It's important. Fear is what we have to battle right now. This is what we're battling. And I'm telling you, I was in fear when I got here. being a woman. And I think, and I'm not trying to come across as I hate men. I think men really need to hear this from women. Do you understand how scary it is for me, for a woman? I come up here, I love hiking, and like a lot of people don't really share the same things as I do in my area. Or if they do, they're busy when I'm not, and I don't get to go with other people. I'm by myself a lot. And it's scary. When I got here, I parked, there's no one here. And I'm driving down the road. I put my shoes on. I get out of my car. I start walking, and then I decided to do a little bit of video taping. And I got something out of the corner of my eye, and I looked, and here comes a guy out of no, like, where did this dude come from? And normally a lot of people that walk, which I can't say, but here's what's going through my mind. Men, if you're listening, please listen to this. It's scary. I'm a female, I'm standing there, I'm recording. Like I said, I traveled down this road and there's no one. I get my shoes on, I get out of my car, it takes me maybe 5 minutes. Here comes somebody, here comes a guy. And he's not dressed for walking. He's not dressed for this. He's got jeans on, he's got shades on. He just doesn't look like he fits in with this. So I'm profiling. You know, I'm in my head, I'm profiling. I'm like, okay, he's a man, number one. Number two, I'm alone. Number three, I'm looking at his clothing. I'm trying to think of, okay, now my whole route of what I was going to take has changed within a matter of 30 seconds or less. I have changed my whole entire route and plans of what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go. And so I basically went out of my way to where I could watch him. So I started up a path of on a hill to where I could get an overview of where he was going, what he was doing, so I could watch him. And at the same time, be safe and have enough time to get on my phone if I needed to call the authorities or call a friend or somebody, to call 911. And even then, I don't even really want to call them because I don't trust them either. So being a woman, you automatically live in fear, and you battle it every day. And that's our biggest thing here is fear. We gotta overcome it. We gotta be smart about it and how we protect ourselves. And so when I start feeling that fear, I start becoming mindful and saying, okay, you're feeling fear. What steps do you need to do to not be in this state and to protect yourself and to be more observant and not allow your energy to be harvested? And that's the things that we need to do. We need to break away from this system, this matrix. Say I've had enough, and as you can see, people are having enough, and they're young, and their souls are learning and experiencing, and maybe they're not doing it right, but they're doing it, and that's what's important. They're breaking from it. They've had enough, and that's how we know we've won. That's how we know we've won. This is something we have to go through, and I think we're gonna win it. It doesn't look like it sometimes, and the uncertainty is there, but we're gonna make it. And if we don't make it, then we'll make it somewhere else. You know? We'll make it somewhere else. I got a phone call that interrupted my video. It was about protesters that are being brought in from Columbus to my area. And so you have all the local businesses are so afraid right now. They're locking up all their doors and windows, and they're getting their guns, and they're sending people home, and everybody's just so scared about protesters being brought into Columbus, because you're hearing on the news that, basically our president has categorized all of these protesters as to the looters and rioters. And now we have the fear of the military involved, and you have rumors of, the looters and rioters are coming to rural America. I've seen posts like that, and it's like, no, they're not. I've seen videos of police being caught setting up bricks in the cities. There is so much shit going on. So much shit going on. That's why I'm out here, because I can't do it anymore. I can't even try to observe anymore and spectate. Just spectating takes its toll on you. You're drained. You got to get away from it, and that's what I'm doing, getting away from it. But I wanted to make a video just as my way of journaling all of this as it happens. A reflection for myself to look back on through all of this. Experiences that hopefully help someone. But we've got to find our peace. We can't let that be taken from us. Peace is what gives us our power. Being alone isn't always a bad thing. We've learned to with the COVID-19 shit and staying at home orders, we had to face a lot of shit. Our shadows and being alone with ourselves and healing. And we can heal ourselves. And I think a lot of people were doing that. They were healing themselves or facing themselves. And when you do that, the frequency around you has to go up. All of the injustice and all of the bullshit that's around you, it has to raise its vibration with you. It has to. And maybe that's what we're witnessing right now. So many people on this planet have had to do their shadow work, and now this corrupt system is having to do its shadow work. It's no more. The tables have turned. We're watching you. Now we're watching you. Now we're going to hold you accountable. We're tired of it. Nature's tired of it. Nature's like, come on, be like us. In unity. Unity beats any oppressor. Ask the trees. Unity. Be like them. Unified. Strength is in numbers. Protesting, hey, we should give our voice out. We definitely should. You need to have a voice, and it's good to get it out there. But it's going to take more than protesting to change things. Keep working on yourself. Keep working on you. Keep having a voice. Keep it up. But we need to demand change. And you can do that by continuing to do your work on yourself, breaking free from this matrix bullshit game, pulling the plug. Hey, we're done. Next level up. We're tired of this bullshit oppression. We're not doing it anymore. We've learned it. We don't, it doesn't serve us. We're not doing it anymore. Because there's more to life than this bullshit that we've been fed. And it's time to collect our coins. It's time to be unified. Strength in numbers, unity beats any oppressor. Prove me wrong. Look how beautiful. Like, I am so grateful to be out here. I am so grateful for everything that I'm able to do right now. I am so amazed with nature. I'm so amazed with this whole process that everyone's going through and how well they're doing it. I don't give a shit what these so-called leaders tell you, but you're doing it. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing at this exact moment. Keep doing it. Keep standing up. We've had enough. Keep doing it. We want peace and we want harmony. That's what we desire in our life. That's what our soul desires deep down. That is what we desire. And we have no room for fear, no room for oppression anymore. It's over. We're not doing it anymore. So, thanks for listening. If you come across this video, I wish you all well and an abundance of love and happiness. I know things are crazy and it's scary, and it's okay to feel that, but don't stay in that state. Don't allow anything to keep you in that state. And as always, be the peace and harmony that you desire. Take care, everyone.